Good evening, everybody. Today we're going to look about Meroe civilization. Then afterwards, we look about Aksum civilization. Meroe civilization also known as the Kingdom of Kush. Was an ancient African civilization that thrived in the region of modern-day Sudan. So we're going to look about where Meroe was located, and Meroe was located along the Nile in the northern part of modern Sudan, with its capital city also called Meroe, serving serving as an important center of civilization. The Meroe civilization existed from approximately 300 BCE, this is before Common Era, to 350 CE Common Era. It emerged after the decline of the kingdom of Kush, centered around Napata. Centered around Napata. This Meroe had a Meroe's culture and society. The Meroic people developed a unique culture influenced by indigenous African traditions and neighboring civilization, particularly Egypt. They had their own script called Meroitic, which is only partially deciphered. Let's look on trade and economy, and to get that, this Meroe was strategically located for trade, and it played a significant role in trade routes connecting Africa and Arabian Peninsula and the Mediterranean world. The civilization was known for its iron production and export of valuable goods such as ivory and gold and spices. On a matter of religion, we get that the Meroe civilization had a polytheistic religion with a pantheon of gods and goddesses, some of which was shared with ancient Egypt. Religious practices, rituals, and temple structures were significant. On matter of pyramids, Meroe is famous for its distinctive pyramids, which are smaller and steeper than the Egyptian pyramids. These pyramids served as tombs for the Meroitic kings and queens and are located at sites like Nuri and El Kuru. Now we get that in Meroe they had pyramids, and these pyramids we see that when the kings and the queens died, those pyramids others acted like tombs where these people were king and queens were mostly buried. And let's see something on decline of Meroe. The decline of the Meroe civilization was a gradual process influenced by factors such as changes in trade routes, regional dynamics, and the encroachment of the kingdom of Aksum. By the 4th century CE, this is Common Era or referred to AD, Meroe had largely disappeared as a political entity. Now Meroe started declining because they grew up depending on they usually we see up there they usually traded iron, and now because of this and it was strategically located for trade, and now the trade route changed, and when they changed it's hard for them accessing trade, like they accessing the market for the manufactured goods, and these mostly now affected this Meroe. And legacy of Meroe, we see that the Meroe civilization left behind a rich archaeological and historical legacy. It is known for its unique contributions to African history and the preservation of cultural heritage, including the pyramids with the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. UNESCO World Heritage Site. Yeah, this UNESCO is UNESCO, stands for this stands for the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It is a specialized agency of the United Nations (UN), established in 1945, and its mission is to promote international cooperation in fields of education, science, culture, and communication. Yeah, it's for it's a by the way. Yeah, now the Meroe civilization holds a significant place in the history of the African continent and serves as a reminder of the diversity and complexity of ancient African cultures. Ongoing archaeological research and the study of the Meroic script continue to expand our understanding of its fascinating civilization. Yeah, now friends, let's look about Aksum. The kingdom of Aksum, also spelled as Aksum, Axum, was an ancient civilization located in the northern part of modern day Ethiopia and Eritrea. Now, Aksum, Aksum was situated in the Horn of Africa along the Red Sea in what is now Ethiopia and Eritrea. It was strategically located for trade, serving as a bridge between Africa and the Arabian Peninsula and the Mediterranean world. This kingdom of Aksum existed from around the 1st century CE to the 7th century CE, which we said is a common era, or we can use AD, with its height of power and influence during the 4th and the 6th centuries. The Aksumites had their own written script called Ge'ez, this Geez. The kingdom of Aksum embraced Christianity in the 4th century Common Era, making it one of the earliest Christian states in the world. That's under culture and the language of these people. Now let's look up on trade and economy. Aksum was a major trading civilization with the trade routes connecting it to the Roman Empire, India, and other parts of Africa. It was known for its control of key trade routes and the export of valuable goods such as ivory, gold, and spices. Yeah, they were known for exporting this ivory, gold, and spices. And when we continue seeing, and these are the most things that help this civilization, Aksum kingdom, to continue growing upper, and upper. Now let's look about on obelisks and under this Aksum civilization or Aksum kingdom. An obelisk is a tall, four-sided, narrow, and a tapering monument that ends in a pyramid-like shape at the top. These structures are typically made of a single piece of stone or are constructed from multiple stone blocks. Obelisks have been used as a monument and as symbolic structures throughout history and across different cultures. Yeah, those are obelisks. Now in Aksum, Aksum is famous. Aksum is famous for its large stone obelisks. These monolithic structures were erected as tomb makers and symbols of Aksumite power. Some of these obelisks are still standing today and are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Yeah, the same thing we saw there at Meroe when they used to use these things as tombs. And here now we see that Aksum had these structures, these structures like they're like pyramid shaped. Now they use these things as tombs where they used to bury those kings and their powerful people, and we can see that these tomb makers, and there were symbols of Aksumite power. Yeah, when these things they stood like there were symbols of supremacy of these Aksumites. And now still these obelisks are standing today and are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Now let's look at the decline of these Aksum civilization, Aksum civilization, Aksum Aksum kingdom. The decline of the kingdom of Aksum is attributed to various factors, including the rise of Islamic powers, shifts in trade routes, and changes of regional dynamics. By the 7th century, Aksum had lost much of its power and influence. These the Aksum now started falling because they depended on trade, and now the trade routes have changed. And now when we were reading, we say they conducted Christianity. Now therefore we can see that the rise of Islamic powers affected them, and now they started falling. What about the legacy? Let's say about the legacy. The Aksumite civilization left a significant cultural and historical legacy in the region. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, which has its roots in Aksumite Christianity, continues to be a major religious institution in Ethiopia. The Aksumite script Ge'ez is still used liturgically in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Now we can say that the kingdom of Aksum holds a prominent place in the history of the Horn of Africa and is known for its unique cultural and architectural contribution. It also played a crucial role in the early spread of Christianity in the region. They started Christianity. That church is still standing up to date. Now we can see that it also played a crucial role in the early spread of Christianity in the region.